The Wapakoneta Redskins have had over a week to think about and prepare for tonight's matchup, while the Elida Bulldogs will try to build off of their win over Lima Shawnee in the first round. It's the Bulldogs and the Redskins, girls high school basketball for you tonight on Game Face Ohio.
Welcome to TSC High School Hoops, brought to you by TSC, GA Windsor, Frost Roofing, the Wapakoneta Family YMCA, and by Owen Kitchen and Bath.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into the home of the Bearcats here at Spencerville High School, where tonight the Wapakoneta Redskins, the number 2 seed in this corner of their bracket, will take on the number 4 seed Elida Bulldogs in a girls sectional championship ball game. I'm Dan Hirn along with Rick Bowersock, and Rick, two teams that know each other pretty well because they play in the WBL against each other. They've already met once this year, and we expect a pretty good ball game here tonight.
Yes, we do. We expect the same type of game that we had at Wapakoneta versus Elida this year, in which was close, hard-fought game. Elida took the early lead. Wapak came back, was able to control the boards and continue on to take the victory that night.
That ball game happened back on December 19th. The Redskins won 55-42. It was a late run by the Redskins, an 11-0 run in the fourth quarter that really sealed that ball game for them. The Bulldogs come into this game 10-12 and 4-5 inside conference play under the direction of Chrissy Billiter and Elise Jenkins, co-head coaches. They are coming off a 48-34 win over Shawnee in the opening round of this contest, a game in which they held Shawnee to just 21% shooting on the night. But Rick, they struggled, committing 25 turnovers in that game.
Right, and that's a concern they've had at Elida. They're getting the kids to play harder. The coaching staff has got together and really done an excellent job of starting to turn the program around, but turnovers are still a bugaboo.
The Redskins come in 12-10, 6-3 inside the Western Buckeye League and under the direction of Rusty Allen. They're coming off a 48-40 loss at Van Wert, but that was back on the 13th. So that's kind of a long layoff in between ball games. How will that affect their play tonight, Rick?
Well, I think they've played here last year and played pretty well on this court. I think that's an advantage, but I don't think that last game's going to matter a bit. It's a new season. Tonight's a new season. They got to come out and get it done.
Sarah Warner threw in 18 points, a game high for her in that Van Wert game. She also grabbed 9 boards. How important is her play to the success of the Redskins tonight?
Well, she's a senior. She's a very good player. Probably going to be all-team first league. She's an excellent player, but I don't think she can take over a game and win it for you. She's going to have to get help from the girls inside and then the other perimeter players for a more balanced scoring attack.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the keys to the game for the Elida Bulldogs. They look like this. Bulldogs coaching staff hoping to limit turnovers tonight. They have had confidence problems in the past, and they want to avoid those things, and they want to get a lead and maintain it, something they were able to do against Shawnee. For the Redskins, their keys to the game look like this.
For the Redskins, they want to contain dribble penetration. They got hurt on that the last time, and throughout the whole season, that has caused foul troubles and easy shots for the opponent. They also have to score inside offensively. They got to take advantage of their size, and they want to control the backboards. They want to get all the rebounds at both ends.
Tournament action coming up for you next. We'll be back with the opening tip-off. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
high-speed internet.
TSC offers 5 high-speed internet packages, and we have one that's just right for you, no matter how much or how little you use the internet.
24/7 free local technical support, and if you require a service call, you'll be pleased to know that we keep our appointments.
Bundle your high-speed internet with your phone and cable and save big money with our Emerge plan.
Ask about high-speed internet from TSC today.
Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
When you see an orange truck, you think GA Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange GA Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because GA Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, GA Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange GA Windsor & Son truck, think green.
Back here at Spencerville High School for the start of tonight's ball game as we take a look at the starting lineups. We'll start with the Elida Bulldogs. And their starters look like this. All right, we'll start with Wapak, actually, my mistake. The Redskin lineup looks like this, and it's a lineup we've seen before with Maddie Stiles, one of the guards. And in for the Elida Bulldogs. Okay, it looks like we're not going to be able to have the graphic for their starting lineup, but Kylie Doughton, Abby Waddle, Ashley Lowry, Tori McAdams, and Carly Stetler are the starting 5 for the Lady Dogs. Now, in the last ball game that these two played, Abby Waddle wasn't at a guard position. They since have moved her into that position, so that was one of the things that Coach Rusty Allen said they'll have to adjust for.
Yeah, that's a correct statement. You know, we gave what the coaches thought were keys for them. I think a huge key, is just the play of the guards. Whichever set of guards from whatever team that can take control of the basketball and keep control of the basketball will take over and get a lead and win this game.
Lowry with it on the outside, lobs it underneath. They kick it into the corner, and that's Stetler. Stetler takes a dribble out to the top of the key. There is Waddle. We talked about her being a guard now. And Doughton. Doughton with a nice pass to the lane. The shot up, no good, and that will go off of Warner and out of bounds. Back to Elida.
Right, that was a nice move, and it just couldn't finish there, and the Skins got to get that rebound. They didn't screen out.
Waddle kicks it out. That's Lowry over there on the far side. Now back to the top of the key. Doughton takes a dribble. She'll dish over to Lowry left side.
Elida very conscious of trying to get that ball inside. They're being very patient. Redskins doing a pretty nice job defensively.
Lowry tries to go underneath to Doughton. It will go off her hand and out of bounds. Nope, looks like it was last touched by Warner. So Warner getting her hands in there defensively. So far, she hasn't been able to come away with the ball.
Right.
McAdams gets her first touch. Right side of the lane, her shot is no good, and Culver will collect the board. So the Redskins will get their first chance on their side of the court. Stiles pushes it down.
It's like a 2-3 zone for the Bulldogs. They're going to want to keep some people inside to help on the boards.
They go underneath. Culver finds some space and gets the easy deuce.
Nice assist by Sarah Warner that time.
So the Redskins get on the board first. McAdams kicks it back out. Now Lowry will try the right side, shut off by Culver. Elida being very patient so far offensively. Doughton with it on the left side. Three on the way, off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Wapak, and then loose ball scooped up by Doughton, who gets the lay-in and the foul.
There was a situation where we had good position on the initial rebound. Didn't get control of it, lost control of it, and then was out of position defensively and fouled on the layup.
Doughton can't connect on the foul shot, so Warner will bring it up court for the Redskins. Warner with it up top. Stiles will try the three. Got it. Big bucket for Maddie Stiles.
Big shot by Maddie. She's a real good three-point shooter, and kind of surprised she was that open.
Foul away from the ball there as that pass was intended underneath for Stetler. Foul will go on Culver, her first.
Now they got
Waddle with it. Dishes it down on the left side.
good job there by Maddie Stiles, taking a charge off the ball. Frustrated, number 14 for Elida.
That's Abby Waddle. She picks up her first foul, and that's the first on Elida. First substitution of the game, it comes for the Redskins. Schneider will come in to replace Culver.
Something that brings a point up. The girls off the bench for Wapak have at times played really well, and other times they've just not shown up. So that's going to be key to watch those substitutes tonight.
Warner will have a three-point look. Can't get it to fall. Underneath. And a foul going to be called. That was Buzzard with the rebound and the putback. Foul will go on number 42, Carly Stetler. That's her first and the team's second. Buzzard can't connect on the first foul shot. We'll see how she does on the second. Substitution for Elida as Stetler will check out. And into the game is Bailey Kuhn.
Boy, tournament play, you got to make those free throws.
Elida will bring it up court. Lowry with it on the right. Underneath, Doughton throws up the jumper. It's no good. Stiles there with the board, and another foul going to be called on Elida.
Maddie Stiles again and doing a nice job with her, getting her feet moving and getting in position, not standing around and watching.
Second foul on Waddle is going to find her on the bench now, as a substitution as Cassidy Slusher checks into the game to replace her. And you can tell the frustration on the part of Waddle. Stiles with a dribble into the lane, throws it the floater, it's not there. Doughton with the rebound for Elida. Doughton lost it, but a nice dish to the baseline. That shot no good. Slusher can't connect. They get up court quickly to the Redskins, and Warner has that one slapped away from her. It'll go out of bounds.
That was a good look in a transition there to get the ball out there, and Elida made a nice recovery.
Three from the top of the key for Schneider, won't go. Elida comes away with the board. They push it up. It's Lowry on the right side. She's shut off by Schneider. They kick it across court. Floater in the lane, up and good for Cassidy Slusher. Unorthodox, but it went in, and that cuts the Redskin lead to 1.
I'd like to see the offense get some movement here against this zone. We seem to be standing around a little bit. We got to get some cuts or some screens. And there they're starting to get a little action.
Warner has it on the left side. Now Warner will get a chance at a three. It's partially blocked, but the Redskins get it back. The shot from the right side knocked there. They get another board. This shot up, no good. Still loose. It'll go out of bounds and over to Elida.
Just couldn't get it to fall, but good effort offensively by the Redskins that time. Sometimes they get the movement against the zone. You get the moving, but you're just moving without a purpose. You got to cut in there low and be ready to catch the ball and do something with it. They were just kind of running around, you know.
Right. Morgan Miller will check into the game for the Redskins as Megan Watt has a seat. Under 3 minutes to play here, first quarter. Neither team has really started to fire offensively. McAdams with it on the right side. Working against Schneider. She's shut off, lobs it underneath. That pass tipped, but not taken away. It'll end up back in the hands of Elida. Nice move to the hoop. The shot is not there for Lowry, and the Redskins get the board.
Good backdoor cut, just didn't finish it off.
Warner's pass underneath, intercepted and taken away by Elida. Doughton with it, checks with the bench. Now kicks to Lowry between the circles. They go underneath. Kuhn, turnaround, won't fall, and Buzzard there with the board. Under 2 minutes to play, first quarter. Good ball movement. Long three for Stiles, and it won't go. Doughton there with the board. She pushes it up to Lowry. That ball is stolen away by Warner. She lost the handle. It'll go out of bounds to Elida. Good hustle by Warner to get back. Couple of subs now for both teams. Brett Hoff into the game for Elida, replacing Lowry. And into the game for the Redskins, Megan Fisher. Also back into the game, Megan Watt. Here's a move to the hoop underneath by Kuhn. She's not able to get it. Schneider tries the three. It's not there. The rebound, as she fouled her own shot, she puts it up and in.
Good follow, Schneider, that time. Shot that pretty quick, like she wasn't really ready to shoot it, and then followed it right in there and got it and put it back in.
Shot from the lane, up and good for Powell.
There's that dribble penetration Coach Allen was worried about. Can't let those girls get into that position.
Left side, Watt back out to Stiles. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Schneider will kick it back out to Fisher. They work it around over to Stiles again. Underneath Buzzard, off the glass. She has two.
Carly Buzzard's done a nice job all year long, getting better and better at that piece. That shot down in the post.
Shot for Elida off the mark, a whistle and a foul. And it looks like that's going to go on the freshman, Megan Fisher, who got a piece of Kuhn underneath. Couple of subs here as Culver comes back into the game along with Warner. Buzzard and Stiles will get a break. 21 seconds left first quarter. That shot blocked by Culver and taken away. Good defensive play by Riley Culver. Warner to the other end, takes it all the way, it won't go. Culver there with the board. Outside to Fisher. Underneath in the lane to Warner. Her shot is no good, but she does get the foul. So Culver, coming off the bench back into this game, has made an impact.
Yes, she has. When she plays hard, she can be a factor, a major factor. And she's really aggressive those last couple of possessions.
Warner hits the first foul shot. Culver will exit here. And coming in is Aaron Schnell with just under 4 seconds to play. Warner can't hit the second one. Schnell tried to get the board, but it'll go out of bounds off her hand. Warner will check out as Miller gets back into the game. With these 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Sabrina Klein also into the game. She comes in for Elida. Doughton will cross the timeline and throw up that shot, but it'll come up short. And through 1 quarter of play, the Wapakoneta Redskins have the lead. You're watching girls high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Just call on TSC. Part of your community. TSC. It's as easy as it can be.
Telephone, TV, internet too. We make it all so easy for you. Locally owned, fast service and more. We've got what you're looking for.
TSC. Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Back here in Spencerville after 1 quarter of play, the Redskins with a 4-point edge. I'm Dan Hirn along with Rick Bowersock. And Rick, any surprises in that first quarter?
Well, the pace of the game, I thought maybe it'd be a quicker pace from the last time they played. They really both got up and down the floor, but both teams are doing a nice job in their own individual defenses. And that's forcing a slower pace game. So other than that, there's no big surprises. Maybe the fact that Wapuck's turned the ball over a couple times. I'd like to see them. The Wapuck kids are doing a great job of moving their feet and getting in position, both offensively and defensively, but then they don't go after the ball with 2 hands and be aggressive to get loose balls and rebounds. If they can do that, they're going to improve.
Stiles with it between the circles for the Redskins as we get underway here in the second quarter. Warner tries the jumper from the left side and can't get it to fall, and Elida will come away with it. Doughton on the left side, loses the handle as she moves to the baseline, and a turnover for Elida. That was something we talked about in the pregame show, is Elida trying to avoid the turnovers and maintain a confidence that they have trouble maintaining through a game, especially if they start making errors. Buzzard with it on the baseline. Redskins continue to work around the perimeter. Schneider thought about the 3. Stiles will take it. It's not there, and Elida with the board. Doughton pushes it up the left side, kicks to the corner. 3 ball on the way from McAdams. It's not there. The rebound. That was Stetler. McAdams with the rebound. Her shot is no good, and the Redskins with another chance. Schneider will take the 3 and hammered it.
Well, they're giving them that shot. They're trying to stop the inside game. And that's going to leave that particular shot wide open. They knock it down, get them out of that defense.
Largest lead of the night for the Redskins. McAdams with it. Over the corner and Klein. She tries to drive baseline, shut off there by Warner. Now onto the right side of the lane. The shot not there for McAdams, and the rebound for the Redskins. Schneider with it. Warner, they left Warner wide open for the 3, and it won't hit.
Well, like I said, that shot's going to get there. And they're trying to stop the inside game from Wapak, and
Paul tries the jumper. It rattles off. Schneider will corral it in the corner.
There's an example where Schneider went after that loose ball with her feet and 2 hands strong. Got to step up in that gap right there.
Schneider hammers another three. That's going to prompt the timeout from the Elida bench as the Redskins have built a 10-point lead. .520 left here in this second quarter of play.
Carly Snyder came off the bench ready to play. She's a senior, and that's what you like to see out of your bench players in the tournament, stepping up and producing, and she's doing a great job. And I'm sure Elida's saying we got to get out of that zone. We got to get back to a man or something where we match up a little bit better and just try to get as much help inside as we can. This is the time of the game where if you're Elida and Coach Billiter and her staff, they are a little concerned about the coming back ability of this team with their psyche, I guess they call it. Redskins, if they just keep playing solid defense.
Three not there from the corner for Stetler. Warner gets the board and pushes it up the center of the court. She goes left side. Megan Fisher, the freshman from the left side, can't get it to hit. And looked like a lot of contact over there on the baseline. No foul call and a turnover called as they said Megan Watt stepped on the baseline.
Yeah, she was on the, she didn't step on it. She got shoved on it.
Hauf in the lane, kicks it back out to Stetler. They go cross court. Slusher loses the handle in the lane. And this could be a product of that shaky confidence on the part of Elida. Stiles will kick to Warner, takes a couple steps, throws up the jumper, it's not there. Of course, Slusher to the left side.
Good job by the Redskins getting back in their transition defense and locating people. They got that advantage stopped.
Hauf tries to get it underneath. That's McAdams high on the left side. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound slapped around and Megan Fisher comes up with it. She'll push it up the near side of the court. Dishes to Stiles. Under 4 minutes to play and a half. Three ball on the way from the left side. Rattles off. Fisher there with the board for the Skins. A nice pass in lane to Warner. She puts it up and in.
There's again another contribution from the bench. The Fisher getting an offensive rebound and an assist.
Three on the way for Elida. It's not there, and they have gone cold offensively as the Redskins have come out and gone on an 8-0 run. Here's Stiles to the baseline. Her shot's not there. And McAdams will come away with the rebound. That pass, I believe, was intended for Hauf, who didn't make the cut toward the hoop. And the Redskins right there to take it away. Under 3 minutes to play now, second quarter.
Redskins need to get into some kind of a set here.
Here's a dribble left side by Watt. It's not there, but she will draw a foul. And you see the replay as Watt makes a move to the hoop.
Little bump from behind.
So Watt to the stripe, hits the first one. And a lot of subs coming in here as the Elida will take everybody but Slusher off the court. Waddle back into the game along with Kuhn, Doughton, and Lauren Nolan into the game for the first time tonight for Elida as Watt takes full advantage of that trip to the foul line.
Right, she was struggling a little bit with her shooting the last couple games. Get to the line. That's how you get out of that slump. You get yourself to the line, make some free throws, and confidence comes back.
Culver back into the game for the Redskins. Schneider out there along with Miller, Fisher, and Warner. Here's a long jumper from the right side. It's not there. And the rebound attempt not able to be made by Elida, as it will go over to the Redskins. Elida has not been able to find much success shooting the ball. Warner gets a wide open look from the right, and she drilled it.
Knocked it down. Nice job of getting the ball reversed that time, and Sarah was open and had her feet set and knocked it in. Redskins are doing exactly what they had hoped, what Rusty Allen had hoped would happen, that they played solid defense and get a big lead on this team.
Elida has not scored in the second quarter. Slusher, left side. Hits off the back of the iron, but Elida will get the rebound. Lowry has it. Kicks it over to the left side, Nolan. And she is going to be fouled.
Yeah, Sarah came out. Sarah Warner came out after that, after the ball, and just stood up out of her stance, and then she got beat and she used her hands and fouled. You gotta stay in that stance when you can close out on the dribbler, and stay low and you won't get that ball.
Downton with it on the right. Takes a dribble to the baseline, gets shut off, kicks it cross court. Lowry in the lane, throws it the shot, it's not there. Loose ball, and Downton tracks it down to the corner. Out to Slusher. Downton working against Warner. Shut off on a move to the hoop. She tries to kick it to Slusher, and the ball loose, scooped up by Miller.
Christy Fisher now. They've been working on her being a backup for Maddie Stiles and help out with the ball. She's only a freshman, but she's really a good ball handler.
36 seconds remaining, second quarter. And a foul called as Warner makes a move to the hoop. Elida 33 seconds away from failing to score through this entire second quarter. Stiles, Buzzard, and Watt back into the game for Wapakoneta. Slusher checks out as Carter into the game for the Bulldogs. Stiles inbound to Watt. Back to Stiles on the baseline with 30 seconds. That ball slapped away by Downton. It will go out of bounds, and the Redskins will inbound.
Like to see Maddie use that opportunity there to take advantage of her dribble instead than just dribble to be dribbling. Make a move there to the basket and draw yourself in someone and get an assist.
Down to 23 seconds.
Redskins playing for one shot.
15 seconds now, and Stiles dribbles on the right side. Moves down to the top of the key. And a whistle and a shove there.
7th team foul, I believe, maybe. Should be a one-on-one.
Yep. Foul will send Stiles to the line. Warner and Watt will sit down as Fisher and Miller check back in for the Redskins.
I think that's a substitution where you don't want those two girls, Watt and the two starters, getting up a cheap foul here at the end.
Stiles can't connect on the foul shot, so Elida will get a chance to break this scoreless quarter. Nolan from the left side. It will not go. And the Redskins hold Elida scoreless through the second quarter and take a 23-6 halftime lead. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
Combine internet, telephone, and cable, and what do you get? Big savings. That's right. With TSC's bundling package, Emerge, you can combine your high-speed internet, telephone, and cable and save lots of money. Watch the convenience emerge, watch the great service emerge, and watch your savings emerge. So call today and bundle all of your services with the local company you know and trust, TSC.
TSC. Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
We are state of the art.
We are professional.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a great day. We are service you can trust.
We are here for you.
With custom fabrication, a variety of roofing options, and exceptional roofing knowledge and expertise, Frost Roofing is committed to providing top-notch quality service on every project. To learn more, visit us online at frost-roofing.com and follow us on social media.
Halftime here in Spencerville, and the Redskins with a dominating second quarter have a 23-6 lead here at the break. The Redskins held Elida scoreless through the second quarter of play, Rick, so that was in part because of their defense that they were playing, and partly because Elida has been stone cold shooting the ball.
Right, and give credit to Wapak there, because they really did do a nice job of moving their feet, probably the best I've seen them do this year. And when you start teaching, they're doing a good job of not putting their hands on the defender, but they're moving their feet and keep moving their feet. And that was a result. The result of that's a shutout.
Right.
Second quarter shutout. And like you say, Elida, they had a few open looks that they didn't hit, but they didn't have many open looks.
Well, the Elida coaching staff talked about confidence that they need to maintain through this game, and that second quarter did not help them out that way. They're slow coming out of the locker room here at the break. What do you think is going on in their locker room?
Well, I'm sure they're trying to get them to relax and build their confidence back up and say, this is it. You know, we can't do any worse than we did that second quarter. So whatever you do is going to be better than that. You know, you got to approach the situation. They just come out and play hard and rebound as much as you can and keep firing it up there and see what we can do.
Well, the Bulldogs will try to turn the tide, and the Redskins would hope for more of the same in the second half. We'll have it for you next. You're watching girls high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
Sure, you don't need a set-top box to watch cable, but without one, you're not getting everything your TV has to offer. Add a set-top box from TSC to your television and get more channels. Get a channel guide that tells you all about the shows. Run multiple devices through one universal remote, and you can even add DVR and HD channels. Get everything your TV has to offer with a set-top box. Call TSC and ask for your set-top box today.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Back here for the start of the second half in Spencerville. Redskins with a lead 23-6 after a scoreless second quarter for the Elida Bulldogs. And we'll see if the Bulldogs were able to make an adjustment at the break to rally their offense. They struggled mightily in the first half.
You never know. They get to hit a couple shots here the first couple possessions. It's only 17 points, even though they got shut out. It's still only 17 points, and you got a half to play.
Doughton with it on the left side. She's looking for help. Takes it out to Waddle at the top of the key. To Lowry on the right side, who dribbles to the baseline, dishes to Doughton. Into the lane, her shot off the front of the iron, not there. And the tip from Culver ends up in the hands of Warner. Both teams have their starting five out there. Three from the right side, up and good for Megan Watt.
Megan Watt, like we talked about, that 2 free throws she had there at the end of the half. Got her confidence back. First time out, she hits a 3.
That gives her 5 on the evening. Waddle, left side of the lane off the glass, and that is the first points for Elida since the first quarter of play.
Nice move by Wada. Waddle, good defense on Styles that time, by Styles that time, just nice shot.
Underneath they go to Culver. Mishandled a little bit, and then her pass taken away by Lowry. Doughton with it on the right side. She pushes it up the right side of the lane. Her shot isn't there, and the rebound collected by Watt. Redskins with the ball, and Styles with it on the left side. Warner takes a dribble into the lane. Her shot blocked, and she is fouled. Here you see Warner driving down the center of the lane. And there's the contact from Carly Stetler. She picks up her second foul.
Redskins have missed four free throws already. It's not like them.
Warner back to the stripe. Misses that one, but Culver there with the board. Lost a handle on it and kicks it back outside. Warner will try another one from just past the foul line. That one off the front of the iron. And Waddle there with the board. He dishes to Lowry. Lowry shot off the side of the iron. Culver there with the board. Under 6 minutes to play, third quarter. Styles will push it up court. She'll now try the long three. It's off the mark. Culver gets the board. The putback up and in.
Riley Culver, again, being very aggressive.
That gives Culver 4 on the night. Second chance bucket there for Lowry. Oh, excuse me, that was Tori McAdams with that bucket. Pass by Styles, tipped away by Lowry, and then it'll go off her hands and out of bounds.
I think they called a foul on number 24. Kind of tripped up Maddie there.
Good effort by Styles to get back to that ball. Lowry's second foul as her and McAdams will check out of the game. Into the contest, Brett Pouf, and also Bailey Kuhn. Kuhn gives the Bulldogs a little bit more size down underneath. Styles between the circles, over to the left side and Watt. Bulldogs making it a little bit more difficult for the Redskins offensively here in this third quarter. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Rusty Allen. 4:38 remaining third quarter. The Redskins with an 18-point edge. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
This is man's greatest invention, the Whole House DVR from TSC. You'll never miss a second of your favorite program again because you can pause a show in one room and play it back in another, even while you're recording it. You watch different shows at the same time and pause, fast forward, and rewind from any set. You can even pause live TV. Yeah! Man's greatest invention, the Whole House DVR from TSC. Just maybe not woman's greatest invention.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
College is getting more and more expensive, and the students of Wapakoneta need help now more than ever to make college more affordable. There has been an organization who has given more than $500,000 in scholarships since 1972, and 19 students in the graduating class of 2013 received a total of $13,000 thanks to your generous contributions. They administer scholarships funded by local organizations. This organization used to be called Dollars for Scholars, but has changed its name to the Wapakoneta Community Scholarship Fund. The fund is asking you to write a tax-deductible donation of $25 or more to provide scholarships for students at Wapakoneta High School. If you want to invest in the future of our city and country, please support the Wapakoneta Community Scholarship Fund. The future is in our students' hands.
Third quarter action here in Spencerville in a beautiful facility over here.
This is a nice gym. And the Bearcats on the men's side have a real good team this year. Looking to make some turn some action in the tournament. Oh my goodness.
Redskins with a quick turnover on the inbound pass. Let's see what the call is here.
I think they're just talking over what they both saw. They're going to give it to the Redskins.
Oh.
That was a horrible pass to start off with.
Stiles gets it into Watt. And now Stiles will bring it out near the center circle to start the offense. Over to Watt, left side. She takes a dribble inside the arc. Her pass intended for Culver, taken away by Doughton. Waddle, left side of the lane. Throws up the shot, it's not there. Rebound. And the putback is up and good for Carly Stetler.
I think the Dogs are trying to make a run here.
Buzzard with the turnaround, it's not there. The rebound, Elida.
Picking up the pace here a little bit.
3 ball on the way for Elida. Back of the iron, no good. The rebound is Culver's. They've got Stiles pinned in over near the side court, and a timeout going to be taken by Coach Allen.
Don't want to pick your dribble up in that position.
Well, Elida has definitely increased their intensity here in this third quarter.
Everybody's got to get involved now because they were picking them up and pressuring them and going a little bit more in your face type of a defense, and you can't stand around like you can against the zone. They got to make that adjustment right here.
We have more tournament action coming up for you on Game Face Ohio, as we'll be over at Lima Senior on Tuesday night. A doubleheader of boys high school basketball action, as the St. Mary's Rough Riders will take on the Shawnee Indians in the first ball game of our doubleheader. And the Wapakoneta Redskins will be taking on Salina in the second half. Those ball games will air at 11 o'clock on Tuesday night on Game Face Ohio. Schneider into the game. Her pass underneath to Buzzard. Back outside. Schneider will try another 3. This one won't go. And the rebound pulled down for Elida by Waddle. She pushes it up court to Doughton. Right side of the lane, off the glass, no good. There with the board. And her shot no good is Kuhn. And then Stiles collects the loose ball. Warner finds some space, throws up the jumper for the foul line, and she connects. Now under 3 minutes to play third quarter, and the Redskins have pushed their lead back out to 18.
Yeah, that was a big basket to settle things down for the Redskins.
McAdams with the rebound, and she's going to be fouled on the putback. And McAdams will head to the stripe. Hits the first one. So Elida has already doubled their first half output. That loose ball scooped up by Schneider. Warner draws a double team over on the right side, kicks it back out top to Stiles. Schneider, who has had a good night outside the arc, with it on the left side. Warner top of the key, over to Watt on the right side. Redskins being patient here as Warner moves into the lane, kicks it left to Buzzard. Back to Buzzard, and she'll drop it in.
Good catch and finish there. Good assist by Watt. Redskins kind of calmed themselves down there.
Doughton with it near the top of the key. She takes a dribble on the right side. Kicks it back out top to Waddle. 1.5 minutes remaining, third quarter. Elida still trying to get things clicking offensively. Powell fires it to the left side. McAdams takes a dribble in, kicks to Waddle. Waddle tries the three. It's not there. Warner with the board. She pushes it up the center of the court. She's going to take it to the other end. Off the glass, she has 2 more.
Sarah saw that opening after getting that rebound and getting it out quick and just used her speed to outdistance the opponent.
Back to the other end, Elida misses the 3. Now the Redskins trying to push it up. Watt corrals it in the corner as that ball nearly got away from the Redskins.
Got to be careful of your passes here. You're going to wait for that last second shot. You're going to want to be strong with the ball. Stay in a good stance.
35 seconds left, third quarter. Stiles with it near half court. She is corralled there, and a foul called there at the center circle as there was some contact with Brett Poop. Couple of subs here for Elida. Sabrina Klein back into the game. Also Slusher returns to the lineup. 21 seconds as Stiles dribbles to the baseline. Kicks it back out to Schneider. Miller with it on the right, back into the game as well. Dishes to Schneider in the lane. Her shot off the glass, no good, but there is a foul.
Yeah, that was a real nice job. Schneider saw from the backside there that the middle was open. She flashes into that middle there, takes it right on into the hole and gets fouled.
So Schneider to the stripe, hits the first foul shot. Subs here for the Redskins, Warner and Stiles will get a break.
Look for the Redskins maybe to do a little three-quarter court pressure here with 4 seconds to go.
Schneider hits them both. She will exit as Schnell comes in to replace her. 4 seconds remaining, third quarter. That will do it for this third quarter of play. And after 3, the Redskins with a commanding lead here in Spencerville. You're watching girls high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
When you see an orange truck, you think G.A. Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because G.A. Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, G.A. Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, think green.
High-speed internet.
TSC offers 5 high-speed internet packages, and we have one that's just right for you, no matter how much or how little you use the internet.
24/7 free local technical support, and if you require a service call, you'll be pleased to know that we keep our appointments.
Bundle your high-speed internet with your phone and cable and save big money with our Emerge plan.
Ask about high-speed internet from TSC today.
Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Back here for the start of the final frame, the Redskins with a commanding 36-13 lead after they shut out the Elida Bulldogs 13-0 in the second quarter. They come back and put together a 13-7 story in the third quarter to build on what was a strong halftime lead. And they look to continue that dominance here in the fourth quarter.
Right, they just want to continue to take care of the basketball, get the rebounds, and take advantage of what Elida gives you. I look for Elida to come out and trap and pressure and really get after them now. See if they can create some turnovers.
Fisher with it, left side. Tries to go inside to Warner. That ball poked away, but it ends up in the hands of Watt, who drives and is called for the charge.
That's just got to be able to see that and jump stop and shoot it in or pass it back out.
Kauf with it for Elida. They have struggled all night to get things going offensively. Here's a move in the lane. That one will rattle in for Sabrina Klein.
Good defense there, good shot.
Fisher with it on the left side.
Redskins got to run some type of offense. I know they're just kind of holding it and spreading it out, but sometimes girls stand around, or any player good standing around. If you get them into some kind of a motion offense and run through it 2 or 3 times.
Nolan will come off the bench and hit the 3 there on the right side. That's been just a very limited success for the Bulldogs from outside the arc. This ball slapped away, it will head out into the hallway. So, ball being collected from out in the hall. And a round of applause for the gentleman that went out there to get the ball. Warner gets it into Fisher, 6:44 to play. She will bring it across the timeline, working against Kauf. Kauf, who takes the ball away from her, then nearly had it stolen away from her. Slusher, 3 from the left side, not there. Stiles with the board. And then she is fouled.
I believe that's a 15 foul on the Bulldogs. Redskins going to have to set up their pressure offense here. And like we talked about, you have to catch it, go to it, be strong. Attack the pressure as a team.
Stiles will bring it up court for the Redskins, has it on the left side. Just over 6 minutes to play. Stiles hands it off to Warner. Warner down the left side of the lane, pulls up her shots, not there. Lowry with the board for the Dogs. To the right side of the lane, the shot up, no good. And a foul going to be called. I think they got that Maddie Stiles on that one.
Third team foul for the Skins.
Substitution for Elida as Klein comes back in. That pass intended underneath for McAdams is broken up. Stiles working in between the circles, hands it off to Warner.
There they're getting into an offense now. If they just continue to run it, be strong with the basketball, Elida will gamble, and then you take advantage of that. Just right there. You get your best player right in the middle of the zone, right in the middle of the lane, knock it down.
Easy bucket for Sarah Warner. That gives her 12. She leads all scorers. Nolan with it left side. She's hit a big 3. Klein to the top of the key, got it.
Well, they got it down to the 17 they were down at halftime. So they've played even to this point.
Fisher tries the jumper from the left side, and an answer there for the Redskins.
Redskins need to play a good defensive session here. get a stop.
Nolan takes a dribble, then her pass intended for Pauf is taken away, and Stiles has it to the other end, and she draws a foul. A lot of contact from the junior guard coming up the court. 3 subs here for Elida. Lowry back into the game along with Stetler. And also Waddle back into the game. Watt with the dribble on the baseline, has that ball swatted away, and it's picked up by Waddle. She'll push it up the left side of the court. Left side of the lane, the bucket no good, but she does pick up the foul.
I think Megan Fisher might have gotten the body in there.
And you see her coming right at you, and Megan Fisher with the contact. Enough to get the whistle from the official. Foul shot by Waddle, no good. 19-point edge now for the Redskins with just 4:02 left in this game. That shot up and good. Redskins, who had a bye in the first round, are the number 2 seed in this corner of the bracket. They will face the winner of Van Wert and Napoleon on the 27th at 8 o'clock over at the Paulding High School. Warner with it on the right. Kicks the buzzer at the foul line. That ball loose, scooped up by Warner, and then it's slapped out of bounds. Redskins will get it back.
I think that puts us in the 1-1 at this point.
Foul will go on number 34, Tori McAdams, her second. Warner can't hit the front end.
Wow, good thing they didn't need those free throws tonight.
They have a chance to do some damage at the foul line. Here's a foul as Waddle makes a move to the other end. And they give that one to Maddie Stiles, her second. Waddle hits the first foul shot.
Well, if you're Elida, that's how you got to get back in it. You got to get that clock stopped and score with that clock stop. For Wapakoneta, defensively, you don't want to foul. I mean, you got to keep moving your feet. You did a great job for 3 quarters, and now you start to stand up and stop playing defense.
Waddle gets 1 out of the 2. Fisher with it on the left. Gets some pressure and some contact from Stetler, and will draw the foul. So Fisher will go to the line. That's the 8th foul on Elida and the 3rd on Stetler. Doughton will come back into the game to give Stetler a break. Fisher can't connect on the first foul shot. Waddle brings it up the center of the court with 3:07 to play. 3 ball on the way, left side not there. Doughton can't corral it. It'll go out of bounds over to the Redskins. Slusher back into the game for Elida. The officials taking care of some moisture over there in front of the Elida bench. Warner gets it into Fisher to start play with 3 minutes to go. Stiles to the left side of the lane, throws up the floater, and it will fall. Maddie Stiles with her second bucket tonight, gives her 5. Doughton working against Buzzard. Her shot was not there. The rebound and the putback no good for McAdams, and Buzzard collects it for the Redskins. That ball slapped away, and a good hustle by Powell to get up there and get that, but then Maddie Stiles returns the favor and takes it back. Buzzard with it on the right. And again, contact and a foul called as Doughton got a hand on Megan Watt.
See if Megan can make a free throw. I think she's last. She might be the only one that made a free throw tonight.
I think Sarah Warner hit one earlier.
But other than that, you can't find a lot of faults for Wapakoneta's effort in this opening tournament game with a lot of young kids playing, and the experience they get tonight's invaluable. And they'll go on now to the first game of the district. Gonna cut some nets tonight, maybe, if we don't lose this 19-point lead in 2 minutes. All good experiences to go through, learning experiences as well.
Warner with it. She's one of 4 seniors on this Wapakoneta roster. She has it in the lane. In the other half of this corner of the bracket, Lima Bath a winner earlier tonight over Salina here in Spencerville by a score of 49-35. A pretty dominating win for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and the game I think was pretty close at half.
23-21 was the halftime score, so a good second half effort by Bath.
We got to think Bath might be the favorite team in this district.
Well, they are the number 1 seed in that corner. Wasia, the number 2 seed. Warner checks out of the game here along with Watt. And Schnell and Miller back in for the Redskins. Maddie Stiles hits that foul shot. That gives her 7. Here's Slusher, kicks it out to the corner. They go into the lane. Lowry, the floater not there, but she does get the foul. I think they're going to give that one to Watt. Let's take another look here. Foul ended up going on Riley Culver, her second. Stetler will exit the game. She is a senior playing in her final ball game here in Elida. Second shot by Lowry is up and in. And a couple more subs. Doughton checks out. Skylar Hurst into the game along with Mallory Etzler. Stiles loses the handle on that one and then falls on it. Boy, Maddie puts 100% effort out there all the time.
Yes, she does. She's out there learning with every step.
Lauren Nolan checking out of the game. She's another senior on this Elida squad that exits. And now Ashley Lowry. Also a senior playing in her final game for Elida. Here's Maddie Stiles exiting. Good future for Maddie. She's just a sophomore, so. Waddle tries the 3, it's not there. Schnell with the board. That ball taken away. Waddle will get another 3. That one's not there, and that one will go out of bounds. Last touched by Mallory Etzler. 1:06 to play. Here's Fisher pushing it up the left side. Redskins in no hurry. They're enjoying their 20-point lead. Foul here. I think they gave that one to Waddle. No, that one goes to Hope Carter, her second. First foul shot for Fisher off the front of the iron. And the Redskins' struggles at the foul line tonight continue.
Yeah, tonight's the night to miss them. Get all the misses out tonight.
Here's Snell with the board on the miss of the second foul shot. She can't get the shot off, but she does get fouled.
Good effort. Sneaking in there
again
for that offensive rebound. Senior, happy that she gets to play another game.
She hits her first foul shot. And Snell makes good on both of her foul shots. Under a minute to play here in Spencerville. 3 ball on the way for Elida from the right side. It's not there. Hillary Bourne with the board.
Hillary with a nice job of screening out.
Miller pushing it up the near side. It'll go out of bounds. The pass underneath intended for Hillary is poked out of there by Mallory Etzler. So Fisher will inbound on the baseline. Gets it into Miller. 30 seconds left to play in this one. Hillary Bourne tries the jumper from the foul line. It's not there. Snell's shot blocked. It'll go out of bounds off of Elida. Again, the Redskins with the win tonight will advance to the next round over in Paulding to take on the winner of Banwart and Napoleon. And they are just 20 seconds away from cutting down the nets here. Schneider underneath. Bourne, her shot off the glass. She gets her first bucket of the night.
The senior gets a tournament 2 points.
That shot there, no good. And time will expire here in Spencerville. The Redskins prevail by a final score of 48-24. They will advance to the next round of the tournament. You're watching it on Game Face Ohio.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
We are state of the art.
We are professional.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a great day. We are service you can trust.
We are here for you.
With custom fabrication, a variety of roofing options, and exceptional roofing knowledge and expertise, Frost Roofing is committed to providing top-notch quality service on every project. To learn more, visit us online at frost-roofing.com and follow us on social media.
Welcome back to Spencerville, where tonight the Redskins, with a dominating performance as they double up Elida, to take the sectional championship here by a final score of 48-24. Redskins dominated at the start of the second quarter, Rick, when they completely shut down the Elida offense.
Right, they did that with great fundamental defense and a team effort defensively, communicating with each other. Just awesome to watch. And the shots the few shots Van Wert got off that wasn't contested, they weren't able to knock down, and that kind of turned the game around.
In the second quarter, Elida did not score a point. They were outscored 13-0. That gave the Redskins a 23-6 halftime lead. Then in the third quarter, the Redskins continued to overpower Elida offensively. They outscored them 13-7, and after 3 quarters of play, the Redskins led 36-13. In the final quarter, things were a little closer. The Redskins outscoring Elida 12-11 to get to our final score of 48-24 as you watch the members of the Redskin basketball team cutting down the nets here in Spencerville.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, especially when you think there's 4 seniors there. They put their heart in the program for 4 years, and here they come out in their senior year at the sectional championship, and it's a good bunch of girls, and they all like each other, and it's just fun to watch them. And the underclassmen who are coming back, this is valuable experience here to be able to get into the competition of a tournament, and so it'll be fun to watch.
Tightly contested game over in Hicksville tonight as Napoleon knocked off Van Wert, the number 1 seed in this corner of the bracket, by a final of 29-26. So that sets up the next matchup on the 27th at 8 o'clock in Paulding High School, where these Redskins will go in to take on Napoleon.
Yeah, that's interesting because Van Wert had beaten the Redskins a couple weeks ago, and it's nice when you play in a tournament. It's nice to not have to play someone you've already played.
Right.
You know, it's nice to go up against somebody you don't know a lot about, they don't know a lot about you, and get out there and see what you can do against the rest of the area in Northwest Ohio outside of the WBA.
Right. Rick, real quick, we talked about the Wapauks bench at the beginning of this contest. Talk about the play that they contributed through tonight's game.
I was real impressed with the play of the bench tonight for Wapak. As I had mentioned, sometimes they're really good, and other times they're just really bad. But tonight, Carly Schneider came in and just did an excellent job at both ends of the floor. Was just really playing well defensively and knocked some threes down. And Megan Fisher also came in and just played solid defense and contributed to the team. And Morgan Miller's always been coming in as a backup guard and doing a good job defensively. And I was just really impressed with those girls and their efforts in support of the starters.
Well, all around good game for the Redskins here tonight, and they win by a final of 48-24. Our next ball game on Game Face Ohio comes up on the 25th of February as the St. Mary's Rough Riders take on Shawnee over at Lima Senior. That's the first part of a doubleheader we'll have for you. It'll be followed by Wapakoneta and Salina, the 8 o'clock game. Those games will broadcast that night, starting at 11 o'clock with the St. Mary's game, and then followed directly after that by the Wapakoneta and Salina matchup. We want to thank all of the crew that helped us put together tonight's broadcast. They include camera operators Jordan Minning, Tony Perro, Luke Cata-Henry. Those are our camera operators on the court, our replay technician John Peak, and our director Todd Utrup. Again, the final score here in Spencerville as they cut down the nets on a sectional championship. The Redskins knock off Elida by a final of 48-24. For Rick Bowersock, I'm Dan Hearn. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll take you out with highlights of tonight's ball game. You've watched it on Game Face Ohio.